Well, we all know the big retailers around Columbus, but a lot of what you're missing is the small business, the ones that make those unique products that you never really see. Well, that's what we're doing with today's show. We're going to take you out and show you some of the unique products made by these small businesses right here in Central Ohio. And many of them are available right here at Celebrate Local at Easton Town Center. You don't want to miss 1 minute of today's show. You're going to see some great products, again, manufactured right here in your hometown. Well, you know, when we shop local around the Columbus area, you may not have heard of this coffee company, but I guarantee you probably tasted it. This coffee's available in over 300 coffee houses around the country. Hey, this cup's for you. Well, Dave, we're in the cupping room, and of course, this is where I know a lot of decisions are made as to what coffees will become a part of the brand here. Where do you source coffee from?
We source from 20 countries around the world, obviously all great coffee growing regions, but to pick out a Crimson Cup coffee, we go directly to the farm where it's grown and develop a relationship with that grower.
So, Dave, what's a Friend of Farmer program you have?
The goal of the Friend of Farmer program is to go to origin, go to the countries where these coffees are grown, develop that relationship with the farmer and a direct trade model. So we're purchasing directly from them. And in doing that, we're able to empower the grower for sustainability, and it allows us to bring back great coffees.
So, Dave, this is the cupping room where you basically decide whether this is going to be a part of the product or not. And I know it goes through a lot of processes. Explain that to me.
Well, the process is called cupping, and the purpose of cupping is to evaluate the coffee without any interference, so that every coffee is treated exactly the same. So we bring coffees in from all over the world. Of course, we put them through our roasters, meticulously handcraft roast each one, and then bring them back here for evaluation. And very often we have to try several roast levels to find just the perfect match between roast and that coffee bean. We grade each one of these coffees, and if they're worthy, they might become part of our lineup.
So, Dave, you have a hot new line of coffees here at Crimson Cup, right?
We do. Via our cupping program, we've discovered 5 great coffees that are new to our lineup, each handcrafted specialty coffees, of course. These include a little more information about each coffee, detailed descriptions about the growers, the elevation, where they come from, and we've just launched these. These are available on our website, crimsoncup.com.
Stay up to date with all the latest news, events, and information from Out and About Columbus by liking us on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/Out and About Columbus.
Argo and Laney Jewelers in Upper Arlington has been serving their customers since 1924. Jennifer and Jenny told me about their fine selection of new and vintage jewelry pieces, as well as their wide assortment of bridal fashions available today.
Let's talk about some of this gorgeous jewelry. In fact, I'm wearing this beautiful piece right here. I don't think I can take it off.
It's a stunning estate piece that we have in the store right now. It's a consignment, so sometimes when people have an item at home and they want to not have it anymore and they're going to bring it in for a consignment, so we do that a lot of times. That's where some of our vintage pieces come from, which we have down here. So we have some nice, like a nice diamond bracelet, turquoise earrings. These are great because you can wear them with basically anything and they'll match any outfit.
Now you also do custom pieces. Tell us about that.
Okay, so over here we have some lapis and turquoise pieces, and they are gorgeous because they pop any outfit. They have a really nice blue tone to them. So what happens is when someone brings in a stone and they don't know what to do with it, we're actually able to design something for them so they have a custom piece.
Now we're going to talk to Jenny to find out a little bit more about what you guys specialize in.
Fabulous.
You do a lot of bridal. Let's talk about the bridal department.
All right. We do all different types of bridal. We've got vintage bridal, we've got modern bridal, we've got custom bridal. Some of the pieces you see here, these two in particular, are actually old molds from vintage rings, but they're brand new rings. These are more modern. You've got the halos, as well as different stones are becoming popular and using different color metals. And then we still have, the very classic 3-stone, but you've got square cuts as opposed to the round brilliant.
Tell everybody where you're located and if you have a website.
We are located at 3100 Tremont Road in Upper Arlington, and that's 43221 is the zip code. And our website is alwaysargo.com.
The Apothecary is taking health and wellness to a different level with their unique line of health supplements and personal care products. Lori Dotson and Jeannie Som told me all about their fantastic locally made products. Tell me a little bit about this business and how this got started, because this is pretty unique and not that common.
Back in 2011, Jeannie and I went to the Lithopolis Honey Fest and were just amazed by the products and the beekeeping. And so we decided to start beekeeping. From there, we started researching and looking into honey, because most people think if you're a beekeeper, you make honey and you have beeswax. But
most people think that honey is for your biscuit in the morning.
That's right. And it is. But it's for everything else too. It has health benefits. But we also found that the bees have this wonderful product called propolis that they actually bring into the hive, and it has medicinal properties to it. And it not only kept the hive healthy, it keeps us as human and animals healthy. We had family members who got sick that fall that we started beekeeping, and so we decided, why don't we just make some propolis tincture and oil up. It was something that we had already read about how to do, and so we made it up, and instead of we let them do the antibiotics that they normally would have done, which didn't give them success in healing. So we said, okay, try this out, and within a few days they were healed of things like pneumonia and bronchitis. The common cold was shortened when they took it. So I guess the big question here is, how can people get more information? How can they contact you? How can they learn more about your product?
Well, we started out with a blog site, and it's hiveandhoneybeeapothecary.wordpress.com. You can access our online store with Square Up Market through that site, so that you can get to that 24/7. You can also just Google Beepothecary and find several links to our things. Our propolis products are found at Celebrate Local. Our shaving products are found at River's Edge Cutlery. We also do the Moonlight Market on Gay Street one Saturday a month, and that'll be starting back up in the spring. And we also will be attending the Pearl Alley Farmers Market during the day on Fridays. We've been invited to put our products in a new store, a new coffee shop that'll be opening in Lancaster soon. And we visit farm markets and festivals around the area, and definitely will be at the Lithopolis Honey Fest in September, and probably the Oktoberfest. We went there last year too. So we just want to invite everybody, either to visit our site, give us a call, come see us at an event, and learn about the power of bees and Beepothecary and health powered by bees.
Well, we had an opportunity to stop by Brothers Drake. This unique place has their own meadery, bar, and live music, and we learned quite a bit about this from Porter, Justin, and Katie. Tell me a little bit about this place and what makes it so unique.
Well, Brothers Drake is a local meadery. Mead is the oldest form of alcohol. It is wine made from honey. So we use local Marysville honey. We ferment everything right in the back behind us, and then we only sell it here locally. So at the bar, we feature our mead, of course, and then also local distilled alcohol from Middle West Spirits and Watershed Distillery. And then mix those together, make cocktails on their own, also cocktails with our mead, and then a nice selection of Ohio beers. And then we celebrate with local music as well. So anything from a nice rock and roll show, sometimes some soul. We do jazz every Wednesdays, and it's just a really fun place to really experience what is local in Columbus as far as the entertainment scene goes.
Well, Katie, turning to you, what kind of crowds do you get here?
We get a pretty wide variety of people, college students, people from all over the city, the suburbs, the short north, German Village. I mean, really can't pinpoint it, and it's pretty random and keeps it dynamic.
I guess it would change the type of music and kind of the night. Is that true?
Oh, absolutely, and we have a wide variety of genres that play here.
Justin, tell me a little bit about what you do here.
Well, I'm part of the production crew here at Brothers Drake, so my business is making the wine, making the mead as it is. I do everything from taking the honey out of the huge barrels that we get it in to putting the label on and packing it away. So every step in between there is my job.
So if it doesn't come out well, we blame you?
Exactly. I'm the guy to go to.
I guess the question is, where can we get your products, or where can we find out more about them?
Celebrate Local is a great place. They have all our stuff. We're in about 80 locations in Columbus, and we only sell in the Columbus marketplace. Like I said, Whole Foods earlier. We're in a lot of the bigger chains, Giant Eagles, Kroger's.
If you've missed any of today's show, you can watch it online anytime. OutandAboutColumbus.com. Well, how would you like to find some of the most unique blinds on the planet Earth? We found them, and they're made right here in Columbus, Ohio. Local business makes them. We talked to Adam Hockey about the unique blinds and canvas prints that he makes. Well, Adam, I got to tell you, this is an amazing product that you have here between the canvas prints and the shades. How did you ever get in this business? And tell us a little bit about these.
Sure. Yeah, we started the business creating window shades. I got in the business because, I found a gap in the market when I was actually a consumer, and I wanted to create something creative and unique for the home designer. So we offer two product categories. We have graphic window shades and pattern window shades. And our graphics vary from topography maps to vintage maps. And then we have some other bold and striking graphics. And then our patterns are designed with all design schemes for any room in the house. And then pricing was very important to us. We wanted to keep it price competitive, so all of our window shades are very affordable, and they're competitive with online retailers as well as brick and mortar retailers.
Yeah. Where do you kind of start with a design, or how does that process work?
Well, we do custom work, and when we do custom work, usually the customer has something in mind. They say, we have this great pattern that we'd like to see on a window shade, and so when somebody has an idea like that, we try to enhance it and then develop it into, an amazing window shade.
Well, just one more example of how a small business can do some very unique things. Tell us how we can get some more contact information.
Sure. Yeah, you can find our window shades online at www.apartment-b.com, or you can find our canvases at our Etsy shop at etsy.com, search Apartment B.
Fantastic. Plus, right here at Celebrate Local.
As well. Yeah, you can find it at Celebrate Local here, and then also other retailers at the Tuttle and Players Mall.
Big Lots offers their customers surprising savings in every aisle every day. I met with Andrew Stein, who told me about their wide variety of furniture available for your home.
Well, Big Lots has something for every room in your home, from sofas, recliners, love seats, sectionals, to complete mattresses and bedding. Andy, tell us about your upholstery pieces here at Big Lots.
We have great brands, great quality, great fashion. It's trend right. Some of our brands like Simmons, Ashley, Stratalounge are big brands that our customers love.
Well, let's come back here and look at some of the bedding that you have here. What I love about Big Lots is that it's your one-stop shop. I mean, you can find everything here. So let's talk about the mattresses and some of your bedding that you carry.
We have great brands in mattresses like Sealy and Serta. We have everything to make a great bedroom. We have mattress pads, comforter sets, 800 thread count sheets. We have great quality fashion in our bedding. The details in the furniture are fabulous, and our customers love it.
So Andy, what other type of accent pieces do Big Lots carry?
We have accent pieces for every room in the house. Let's go take a look.
Great. So Big Lots has everything from dining room sets to colorful bar stools to accent chairs to just about everything. Tell us about that.
Our dining sets are fashionable, trend right. They fit any entertaining space you have. And we have all the dishes, silverware, tabletop, glasses to make a great entertaining space.
I see you have a huge selection of electric fireplaces.
Big Lots is the fireplace headquarters. We have media fireplaces, we have corner fireplaces, we have fireplaces in different finishes, different sizes to warm your room on a cold winter night.
Well, let's talk about some of these accent pieces that you have here. Tell me about these.
We have trendy accent chairs in the hottest fabrics. We have accent pieces for every room of the house. At Big Lots, you'll find surprising savings in every aisle, every day.
Columbus Car Audio has been providing their customers with an outstanding selection and unmatched service department since 1978. I met up with Jason Cook and found out a few of their secrets for success over the past 35 years. Are we talking about a shop, local business? This is definitely it, right?
It is. We've been locally owned for over 35 years now. It's on the second generation. Danielle and Todd own it now. They bought it from her father, and just been going strong for 35 years. So,
what do you think's put you guys number ones for so many years?
I think the biggest thing is we've got passionate employees. This is something, and I tell people this a lot, but this is what we chose as a career. I'm not doing this as I go through college or anything. This is what I wanted to do. And from the top down, from the owner all the way down, this is what we chose. This is what we're passionate about. We love doing this. And I think it flows over into our customers. They see that and experience that, and that's why they come back.
Every time I walk in, there's always somebody in here saying, what's your advice on this? How do I do this? And your guys are always got their A game, when it comes to explaining to somebody what they need to do to get that sound they want or that accessory they want.
Right. We've all, a lot of us are veterans in this industry, so we've all been around a long time and have went through the course of change with the industry as well, and with the cars out nowadays and things like that. And you have to adapt to new technologies and things. I mean, this is a technology market, and we've done that quite well. And I think, once again, that shows with our customers, and we can relate to them. And we know, the best thing is, I get people in here all the time, they want to upgrade their stereo. The best thing to do is go out there and listen to what they have, because everybody's ear is different. Mm-hmm. What you like and what I like and what you think sounds good and what I think sounds good is probably two different things. So everybody has their own taste. So the best thing to do is to really relate to the customer and talk to them and find out what they want to improve.
So what's your suggestion for folks that need that car stereo system, a remote start, the windshield wiper fluid that's heated that takes care of, I mean, there's so many neat things here.
The best thing is to stop in. I mean, you can see a lot of our stuff online, but really the best thing to do is to stop in with the car. If it's a gift, at least stop in and talk to one of our guys, so we can fit you up for what you need and what's going to work best for you.
Well, back pain is something no one wants to live with, and Chiropractic Care can be the perfect treatment. I met up with Dr. Jeffrey Koval to talk about different treatment options that are available. A lot of people think that chiropractic work is just people that have back problems, but there's really so much more involved. Tell us about that and what you do here.
What we do here is we take any patient who comes to see me, and we'd like to figure out what they want first. A lot of people go to chiros or doctors, and then the doctor never asks, what do you want coming to my practice? And that's kind of what I revolve around. Most of my patients come in with some sort of an ache or pain. Now, I do have some wellness patients within this office who just want to be adjusted, and that's great. I love that. But, a lot of my patients come in acute low back, acute neck, a lot of pain, and they say, Doc, fix this, which is kind of how we do that here. And we start figuring out what's wrong, and then we go from there, and we use, chiropractic, massage therapy, and physical therapy with my licensed physical therapist to figure out how we can help them. And then we put a plan together and get to work.
So who is your typical patient that you see?
Yeah, a lot of them are, like I said, acute low back pains. We see, chiropractic's always been known for that low back, oh, my back hurts, I'll go see a chiropractor type of thing. So, but again, we have, neck pain, middle back pain, shoulder pain. Nowadays it's not just the factory line worker, it's the office desk worker who is hunched over a computer for 8 hours a day, and they have neck pain and middle back pain from staring at a screen. Luckily we don't have to do that, but a lot of people do. And so it can range, your typical is 25 to 45, year old that, sitting at a desk, to the guy who's out in the field every day, running, chasing stuff or moving stuff around, and they hurt their back. So it just depends,
So if somebody's interested in finding out more, what do they need to do?
The best way to get a hold of us is our number, 614-878-3533. Check out our website, columbuschirowest.com. Check our hours too, because we have some funny hours in there. So if you don't get a hold of us, just give us a call back, leave a message. We have a Facebook page. You can look us up as Columbus Chiropractic and Physical Therapy. And that's the best three ways, really. We email, we do a lot of stuff, but the calling, I think, gets it to us the quickest.
Tired of doing the same thing every weekend? Try something new. Check out the event calendar at outandaboutcolumbus.com for the latest events and information. Well, take a look at these baked goods, and guess what? They're all gluten-free. We found this great little shop on the north side of Columbus. Its founder, Amy McCrae, told us more about the products they make here, and you can find all these products at Celebrate Local out at Easton. So, Amy, what is Soodles, and why is it so unique?
Soodles Bake Shop is an allergy-friendly bakery located on the north side of town. We're free of gluten, dairy, egg, soy, peanuts, all tree nuts except coconut, and of course fish and shellfish.
Now, just for our audience's clarification, what is gluten-free? What is the advantages to that?
Some people are gluten intolerant, while some people that are celiac, they absolutely can't have it. It's a protein found in wheat, rye, and barley. Oats are often cross-contaminated, and their bodies just can't digest it. So our products are rice-based and avoid all of that.
So why did you create Soodles?
Soodles Bake Shop was created out of a love for my family. Our oldest daughter, when she was turning 4, had issues with chronic stomach aches. We went, got her checked out. Not only was dairy out of her diet, but at that point, soy and gluten came out of her diet. So for her, it was a matter of, Mom, I want a donut. Mom, I want a cupcake. What about our cinnamon coffee cake? We have that every Christmas. What am I going to do? So I went on a mission to create all the products she loved. Yeah. And along came kiddo number 2, and out went eggs. So I kind of restarted everything all over again.
You also supply some other names that we know around town, right?
Absolutely. Our products are found in the Celebrate Local store, as well as Huffman's Market, both of the Hills Market locations, and the Delaware Community Market. And then our pizza crust, which is also one of our signature items, is found at Toronto's and Lewis Center. All of the Mama Mimi's pizza locations, they're take and bake, as well as all of the Flyers pizza locations.
Well, you got to tell me, how do we get more information? The viewers, how can they get a hold of you and find out more about the gluten-free products that you have here?
Absolutely. We can be found on our website, soodlesbakeshop.com. We can also come to our location, which is at 14 Delmont Drive in Columbus. And we're open here at the shop Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 9 to 3. And we're also at the Worthington Farmers Market every Saturday from 9 to 12.
Well, Via Vecchia is a local winery that produces wine right here in downtown Columbus. I spoke with Paolo about the challenges to producing wine in an urban setting. What are the challenges to having a winery here in an urban setting such as downtown Columbus?
Well, you've stated what the modern model is. The old model was you had growers on their estates, typically the aristocracy with land, and whereas it was acceptable to grow grapes, it was beneath them to get involved in the mechanicals of actually making wine. So the industry used to be split. There were those who made wine who were vintners, and there were those that just grew the grapes. So there are challenges in a town because we don't have the field next door. We bring them in. All our grapes come from San Joaquin Valley, Lodi in California, and that's 20 tons a year in a semi that rolls up outside. And the challenges of getting things in and out of an old 1880s warehouse that isn't just a big square door on street level. So there's a lot of that. But apart from that, the rest of it is just the same as any old winemaking. You can do that as long as you have a fairly substantial space and you've got some control over the climate. So,
tell us about what kinds of wine you make here.
We only do red wines. We're a red wine house. We dabble in whites, but then we prefer doing the reds as we use a very old process, and it is more developed to red wines. So all our wines turn out fairly dry, not overly dry, and a unique niche is that we don't do anything to our wines. And what does that mean? Well, number one, we work just from grapes. We're not taking Columbus water and putting it into a concentrate and making wine. We're using grapes, and on a basic level, we are not adding yeast or anything like that. We're letting the yeast on the skin do the job.
Now, I understand Lindsay is the marketing manager, so let's talk with her about ways we can get this wine. Everybody wants to know the big question, where can we get wines from Via Vecchia?
Well, we really do like to keep it local, so you can find it all around Columbus. So, for example, Bexley Natural Market, they actually are one of the only places that carry all 4 blends. And then you can also get it at Whole Foods in Dublin, and then Celebrate Local over in Easton.
UC's Farm Market in Plain City is one of the best places to buy fresh meats, cheeses, produce, and baked goods in Central Ohio. Mike caught up with Greg Utze to learn more about the fantastic deals available at Utze's.
I noticed on your site, I got to comment on this. Was it 24 weeks of sweet corn?
That's right. We're 24 weeks away from early in July, so this time of year we're ordering seed, we're working on equipment and stuff, and that's a good thing to get out there on the side. People are talking about it, and it makes you feel a little better when we're looking at snow and cold temperatures.
Yeah, real cold temperatures and a lot of snow this year. Well, I see you got oranges here. This is some of the fruit that you have available now, right?
Yeah, we've got California and Florida oranges, navel oranges, pink grapefruit, tangerines, and of course we've got the apples. We've got a lot of Ohio apples yet, some from New York, a couple other things, pears, grapes have really been good lately. Prices are normal, maybe a little bit high on the oranges. They've had some trouble out west. Of course, the cold temperatures have hit Florida too, so we'll probably see another price increase yet.
You know, one of the things you often wonder about is, I mean, we are seeing some record cold temperatures. We're seeing all that going on. Is that going to affect the farms any, or is it going to help us? Is it going to hurt us? What's going to happen with it?
It is possible that some of the fruit trees and the strawberries especially may be affected by the cold temperatures. Dad and I were talking the other day about back in the 90s, we had some 20 below temperatures, and we didn't have a strawberry crop that year. So it's going to depend on how long it lasts and how deep it actually froze when it happened.
Of course, we've got the Super Bowl coming up, Greg, and I know this is the headquarters to get those meat and cheese trays, right?
That's right. As always, a large tray, $34, 20 to 25 people, or maybe 15 big guys like me.
Yeah. And how long or how far in advance should they order those?
Order at least a day ahead. And again, you can pick your meat and cheese that you want on it. We don't have a standard tray. If you like something, put it on there.
Well, the message is very clear here at Central Ohio Plastic Surgery that they want to make sure that whatever procedure you have, it's right for you. We talked to Dr. Jason Lichten about some of the surgical and non-surgical options available. Tell us a little bit about how Central Ohio Plastic Surgery differs from other facilities.
Well, I think the most important thing is we try to treat patients as our partners. I don't think that I'm here to sell anybody anything. I think I'm here to provide medical education. And I want to do that over the long term. I want patients to come in, learn about surgery, learn about procedures, find out what their options are, and then choose what's right for them.
So, doctor, what are some of the most popular surgeries you're seeing people ask for?
Well, we see a lot of patients women who are done having children, who want to have a mommy makeover, sort of undo the changes that children have done to their bodies. Lots of patients who have breast augmentation, tummy tuck, liposuction, and the mommy makeover sort of encompasses any combination of those procedures. Also, you see a lot of patients who've had massive weight loss surgery or bariatric surgery, or just lost weight on their own and want to contour their body, whether their arms, their thighs, or bellies, to sort of have their outside match the person on the inside. Also do a lot of patients who have concerns about facial rejuvenation, so with facelifts, nose, eyelids, ear pinning, or really anything that bothers a patient.
So, doctor, what are some of the non-surgical options people may have?
Things like Botox, facial fillers are very popular. There's actually a new facial filler from Juvederm called Voluma, which specifically addresses sort of the hollowing of the midface and the cheeks. We're one of the first offices in Central Ohio to have the training in that. Additionally, things like laser resurfacing. And one of the things we're really excited about here in the office is we are the first practice in Ohio to have the Apollo Tripolar. This is a radio frequency device that is used for skin tightening, fat reduction, and cellulite reduction, all pain-free, no downtime. Typically, patients come in for a series of treatments about once a week for 6 to 8 weeks, and they're going to have results that are going to last, and patients love it. It feels like a warm stone massage.
Well, obviously, one of the most important questions is, how do we get more information?
Start on my website, www.ohioplastic.com. From there, you can find out more information about procedures, see before and afters. Otherwise, you can also call the office. We've got offices in Columbus and in Lancaster. In Columbus, you can call 614-862-8008. In Lancaster, the office number is 740-653-5064. Call, set up a consultation, come in, and we'll talk about what the right options are.